Hello, this is Am I Old Yet? Season 2, a comedy audio podcast by me, Floyd Kennedy. I've got something different for today's episode. I decided to take Helen for a walk and let her just ramble on for a bit, and surprisingly, I think she's come up with a few insights, a few memories. Yeah, insights. Might surprise you, certainly surprised her.
Walking and talking to myself, that is. I guess it's autumn. There's just a hint. It's not actually a chill, but a hint of a chill in the air. Oh my goodness, there's an ambulance on the corner. One of the neighbours. What can we do but hope? Hope they're going to be okay, whatever it is. So much sickness and distress. What? Oh God, I was going to say what a year, but it's what a 2 years, really. Do you know, I remember when this pandemic first began, I was listening to the radio, January 2020. A scientist was talking about the great flu epidemic, 1919, which lasted about 3 years. And why did it last 3 years? Because after the first wave, people thought it was over. They wouldn't take precautions, so there was a second wave. And then when they thought that one was over, they all went a little bit mad again, and there was a third wave. Oh, well, that's the way it goes, isn't it? Human beings. We're a funny old species. I'm walking to a different park today. It's about 5 blocks from where I live, and I'm only a couple of blocks to go. This is all doing me good, keeping the bones moving. I'm walking, and I'm talking to myself in the vain hope that an idea will come to me, because I need to write some fresh poetry. It's been a while since I've published any. The memoir's ticking on, but I need to get back to my guts. That's where my poetry lives. So I need to see something new. When you don't see something new, like that hedge growing through the mesh of the fence. A mesh fence. Why would anybody fence themselves in with mesh? I'd love to know how trees really feel about being stuck in city streets. One here, another one there. Maybe they don't care, maybe they don't mind. As long as they've got life, they don't mind where it is. Remember how we used to think that trees were just roots, trunks and branches and leaves, maybe flowers. And now we know that their roots are connected to the roots of all the other vegetation that's around. Miles and miles of connections. And we think we're so clever as humans. Oh, look, we've invented the telephone cable. We can put a cable under the ocean and talk to America. Yeah. Wouldn't surprise me if the fish have been doing something like that for millennia. Human exceptionalism. Why? Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe all species think they're exceptional. Maybe that's it. Oh, I just passed a chap carrying a baby. It was a little one, not much older than a toddler, walking along with him. Maybe he's going to the shops, I don't know. But he's doing it with the baby in one arm and his phone in the other hand, talking to somebody else. And not talking to the kids. Human beings, eh? And we think this is progress. Here we go. Nice park. I can see it now. There's a playground. I wonder if there's a swing. I would like a swing, but only if nobody's looking, of course. Oh, they probably wouldn't care if they see an old lady swinging on a swing. Old lady. Still say that. Old woman. I can see a swing, but it's a baby swing that you have to be very, very small to fit your legs into. That's no good. Slides, seesaw, funny rocket thing, but not a swing. That's a shame. Surely the big kids would like to have a swing. Oh, hang on, there is one. I see it. Oh, yes. There it is. I'm going to have a swing. Yay! Ah! Oh! Oh me, oh my. What a thing to do on a late summer, early autumn day. That's fine. Yay. Oh, maybe I shouldn't be doing it so soon after my breakfast. Maybe I should keep walking. That's a good idea. Here we go. There was a sign that said this playground is for children over the ages of 8. Well, I'm over the age of 8. Why do people say, how old are you? Why don't they say, how young are you, or what age are you? That would do it. What age are you? If they really need to know the number. It's so deeply irrelevant. Well, I stumbled with that word, didn't I? Irrelevant. Irrelevant. I prefer that. I'm walking on the grass now. There's a puppy running. I wonder where his owner is. Who knows? Oh, there's another dog. Pals. Good to have pals. Hey. And you know what I've discovered? You know, people keep saying, oh, I don't like Zoom. I want to meet people in person. And I think, gosh, really? Okay. And then I meet someone in person and I just think exactly the same as if I was seeing them on Zoom. Hello, how are you? You look okay? You doing okay? You know? And then they say, oh, I'm seeing you in person, in the flesh. Oh, I'm not allowed to say that. Yes, you are. It's an expression. And I'm just thinking, never crossed my mind that this was any different. There's another path. I'm going to go up that path. Hello, little doggy. You look like a beagle. Are you a beagle? No answer. Hey, this path goes up a hill. Well, this is a very well-kept park. There's even an art installation in it. That's nice. It's got artfully placed logs. Definitely cut for a purpose. Oh, it was on TV the other night, one of the gardening programs. This nice family are getting their garden made over to look all beautiful. And the guy had his favourite tree, was a beautiful monkey puzzle tree. But it was a very spiky thing to have stuck in the middle of your garden when you've got a young family. You couldn't hang a swing from it or anything. So the designer decided that it had to go. And, well, I think that's fair enough. If a tree has to go, it has to go. They kept saying, wrong tree, wrong place. And I thought, oh, well, they'll find another place for it. But no, they cut it down. They killed that tree. Why? Was it going to be so expensive to dig it up and replant it? I'm appalled. I'm heartbroken. That's all I can say. about that. And here I am in a spot with a bunch of trees, like a mini wood. A very manicured wood, but still, I'm right under the canopy. The trees are enfolding me into their world. I can almost hear them breathing. Oh, it's so lovely. Trees, what would we do without you? Eh? The leaves are falling, beautiful, beautiful golden brown leaves on the ground. Well, I certainly feel better than when I left, but I don't have, or do I? Do I have ideas for a poem? Maybe something about those trees. Yes, trees. We'll see. Maybe by the time I get home, have a cup of coffee. The day I met a tree in the park. The tree stood in the park. It was having a lark. A lark sang up above. It was falling out of love. A lover walked by. He was not going to cry. Oh, we're really getting banal now. As if we didn't start banal enough. Banal is good. I like banal. It gets me going. Anybody who wants to write, if you don't write banal, you're not writing. But with any luck, it'll turn into something a little bit more interesting. The sky is clouding over now. The weather said it would be raining. Maybe it will, maybe it won't. Learning to live with the maybe. Oh, pardon me. That was my breakfast talking. I was just going to say, as my mother-in-law would say, my goodness, I haven't thought of my mother-in-law for centuries. Well, certainly not in this century. I never really knew her. She was a nice woman. It wasn't her fault her son was a total waste of space. Waste of my space. Oh, God, maybe he's somewhere out there making somebody very happy. I hope so. I hope he's happy wherever he is. Heading back up to the main road. Here comes a jogger. Just get out of his way. I tried jogging once. I got just fit enough in the 6 weeks prior to the little mini marathon to actually walk the 10Ks that were required with my child. Janie was, she was about 10, I suppose. She ran about half of it. She would run and then stop, as I remember, and wait for me to catch up. It was fun. Yeah, school thing. Fundraiser for Band-Aid. I ran the world. Oh, goodness me, I remember that. Well, if nothing else, this walk brought up a couple of memories. So even if I don't get a poem out of it, at least I've reminded myself that I have brain cells that are moving around in there. That's good. That's always good to know. Brain cells. They talk to each other pretty much the same way that trees do. Oh gosh, all those fungus threads connecting all the underground life of plants, sending chemical signals to each other. Pretty much the same process as far as I can make out as synapses sending electrical signals across the areas of our brain, connecting up with signals being sent to and from our muscles. It all works pretty much the same way as far as I can make out. Yeah. And light coming across the universe in a wave. that also consists of particles. Give us a wave. Particles of light, making the difference between day and night. There's a rhyme. Okay, here we go.
That was episode 5, A Stroll in the Park with a Swing, of season 2 of Am I Old Yet? By me, Floyd Kennedy, and I, as you've probably guessed by now, I play the role of Helen. The music is Where the Old Folk Go, arranged by Mark Bunyan. Why not head over to the website www.am-i-old-yet.com. That's where you'll find more information about Mark and all the other actors who've joined me to play episodes in this podcast. I do hope you're enjoying it. If you are, it would be awfully nice if you could rate and review it. Or if your podcast app doesn't allow for that, you can always leave a comment on the website. I'd love to know what you think. Especially this episode. Is it just a bit too weird? Me talking as I walk through the park, pretending to be Helen? I'm not really, you know. We have some things in common, but not a lot. For one thing, Helen actually earns an income from the work that she does, whereas at the moment I'm not. So it really would be a great help. If you're enjoying the podcast, if you could just donate the price of a cup of coffee, that would help me to also pass some of it on to my guests who are contributing their skills and talents of their own free will for your entertainment. There you go. Thanks a lot.